Gunnar Henderson, Bobby Witt Jr., take two here. Two of the best players in all of baseball, and they're the young rising stars. They both play shortstops, and they're both facing off in Baltimore starting tonight. Actually, first pitch is probably just underway as we are doing this video. But it's interesting because they mirror each other in certain ways. Specifically, they play the game hard. They have ridiculous power to all parts of the field, and they can make some unbelievable plays defensively. I'm going to walk you through or mirror what they've done so far here in 2024. So they are set to face off in a 3-game set here in Baltimore. But let's go through what makes them so special. We're going to start with Bobby Witt Jr. here. Bobby Witt Jr., we're talking about driving the ball and having some authority behind it. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to get into a pitch right here. 1-2 count up high, and he's going to smoke this ball off the top of the wall. Very well could be a home run in other ballparks, but he's standing in for a double. And then Gunnar Henderson here on game 2. This is the game where Gunnar just was hitting everything. Gunnar's going to hit this ball, feels like maybe 110 miles an hour, and it's barely going to leave the infield. And it's going to go all the way to the wall because he has that much force behind his swing. As you can see, Gunnar's hauling, that ball's smoked, and even though the ball should have possibly been cut off, it doesn't get cut off because of the fact that Gunnar Henderson just hit it so damn hard. Mike Trout, one of the best athletes in the game, can't even get over there to cut it off to stop it to be a double. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. again, of being able to see the impressiveness, and at least in my opinion, on what he's capable of doing. This seems like right here, this should be a routine single. Well, Bobby Witt Jr. and Gunnar Henderson, what they always do, their MO, they always run hard. And in this case, Bobby Witt Jr. is not looking just for a single and rounding the base. He's looking for extra bases. And out of the box, he's hauling. And he's going to make it to second base for a double. Again, you play the game the right way, you're going to be rewarded. Here's a situation, opening day in Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson's on first base. Adley Rutschman is swinging here. Gunnar makes an unbelievable read here on this bloop to right field. And if you watch it, Gunnar's looking right there, and he already knows that this ball is dropping down, and he's saying, you know what? I see it dropping. I trust my instincts, and I am going to just take off, and I'm going to take that extra base. Heads up base running. This actually, again, got the rally going for the Orioles, especially after the Mike Trout home run to lead off or start the game off in the top of the first inning. All right, now obviously then they both have tremendous power. There's no doubt about that. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's going to get a pitch low, kind of middle in, and he is going to absolutely crush this ball, not just barely getting over the center field wall. If you look closely, it's going to go over this green wall right up top. Unbelievable. And then for Gunnar Henderson here, he got fooled, I believe, on the changeup on the pitch before. 3-2 count. It's going to be low. It's going to be a ball. But guess what? Gunnar Henderson, when he feels good, can hit the ball anywhere. And he is going to absolutely crush that 94-mile-an-hour pitch. It could have been a ball 4, and he could have walked. But instead, no. We got a leadoff at the bottom of the first, jack to right center, and Gunnar Henderson is in the home run column in 2024. Now, this is a couple of things where I think that they mirror each other as well as their defensive efforts. And this is what I wanted to kind of wrap it all in. Bobby Witt Jr. is actually a very good defensive player. He's 23 years old, and Gunnar 22. But Bobby Witt Jr., I just want you to show you his lateral movement. So this might not seem like much, but Bobby's in a good position, has good footwork, and laterally can get over and cut this ball off and make it more routine, set his feet, make a throw, get the out. You might overlook that. And then Gunnar Henderson, obviously, he made some tremendous plays on Sunday against the Angels. Here's one of them. It's a bullet right to his backside. He's going to get it, swirl around, circle. Like, honestly, that's so smooth, so easy. And he's going to get up, going to make a good throw. There it is. Well, Mountie helped him out a little bit. And then here's Bobby Witt Jr. showing off a little bit more range. Ball's hit hard. He understands who's running. Carlos Santana is not one of the fastest runners in the league. But again, extremely tough play in the hole. What's Bobby Witt Jr. do? He gets in the right position, deep in there, sets his feet, and he's got a strong arm. Makes a good throw, but you know who has a stronger arm? Gunnar Henderson. That's no knock to Bobby Witt Jr., but if you watch this play on Sunday for the Angels, Gunnar lays out, and then his bazooka of an arm across the diamond here lays out. I think what's so impressive, Gunnar's a big dude, so he's almost 6'4". The fact that he can go to the ground, pick himself up, and then absolutely just gun a ball over there to get the out, bang, bang play. That's just the specialness of Gunnar Henderson. So I want to just explain to you, if you're watching the game, watch closely to these two specific players. Oriole fans, you already know what you have in Gunnar Henderson, and you can marvel at what he's going to do on a everyday occurrence. But for Bobby Witt Jr., Bobby Witt Jr. is a player that is just as talented, has just as much of an upside. And in the draft, it was 2019. The Orioles decided to take Adley Rutschman. It was the right choice. Obviously, you've seen what Adley Rutschman has done for the Baltimore Orioles. He's changed the foundation and the franchise around when he came up to Baltimore. But Kansas City got it right with Bobby Witt Jr. And with Bobby Witt Jr. at the helm or at the face of the franchise here, the Kansas City Royals have their superstar. And this guy is going to go down, in my opinion, to be one of the best players, not just in baseball, but I think he can go down as being one of the best players that the game's seen. And I feel the same way about Gunnar Henderson. So if you are a baseball fan, tune into these games. We're going to have more breakdowns like this as we move forward in the season.